just had to wait for it to say it was live. Pull this out. Right. Brief test. Really fast. Okay, great. Okay. We left off last time. Having finished, I don't know if we're never going back there, but for the time being, having finished with the hospital, and we also went to the inn in the middle of town and the church. Now, as far as the church goes, still some places we can't reach. I'm not sure. There's a key we need for downstairs where there's a door at the end. There's also the graveyard, which might have the key, but the graveyard is locked, and that's right next to the church. So, trying to figure out how we do that. Let's go ahead and get into the game. We'll see from there where we go. Now, I'm not normally a completionist, and I'm still not, even with this game, but I am because it's a murder mystery / haunting mystery / whatever mystery. I am going to try to be extremely thorough. So it's very possible that I will get everything. It's not my goal in doing this, but it might end up happening. So I might get lucky because I'm going to try to be very analytical with everything. With things like murder mysteries, you really need to be extra meticulous. So that's kind of the direction we're going to go. Yeah, so this one I can't, it's not a bolt cutter. I would need actually a combination. I don't know of any. We have some things like this, and I don't know how you unlock these. Is it I? It's I. This is for the doors. I don't believe this works for those. Let me check. I think I've already done this though, right? Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't work for those. Okay. So I need, if I'm going to get into there, I need a key. Now that doesn't mean that I am ever supposed to get in there. I have no idea, right? But can't really look at the window visor where keys sometimes are kept. This might very well end up being a thing where people came into town, did some stuff, and their keys got left somewhere. I'm not sure that I'm expecting that to be true, but it is possible. Nothing under the bench, right? No. And these places, well, this one is boarded up. I don't know. I think I tried this one before, but I don't remember now. I'm starting to check the mailboxes too, because I don't know if any of them ever open. I mean, so far, no, right? But I've only done like 3, so. Yeah, it's still locked. Okay. Because we had a clue for it, mind you, so that's a little bit different. But we did have a flower pot where something had been left, so. Definitely thinking it's possible. Something might be down on the ground near a bench or something. I don't have anything telling me that there is something. Just that it's a possibility. Now, I cannot get back there, huh? And it's not going to let me climb up this either. There is no jump in this. So, we're not doing that either. Okay, well. So, obviously nothing back there that I'm supposed to get. Otherwise, I'd be able to climb the rocks. I can do this, but I can't go over, of course. So. We did whichever pot it was. I don't remember now, one of these or something. but nothing down by the benches that I see. And that we need a key for also, because that's the the guest house. I don't remember what they call them in churches, but anyway, that's like a guest place, which means that there could be more clues there because it is attached directly to the church. I don't know. Well, with my map, we came up this way. Does that mean we're going over here? So maybe behind some housing? I don't know what's over here. The map's not really the best. It's like somebody was asked to do a drawing and they did stick figures. It's that high quality of a map. It's sufficient, at least a lot of times, so that we can get general orientation on things, but it's not great. I think I've already done this set of houses, so I must have been up this way already. Don't know if I've done all of these, though. Probably, but I don't remember for sure. Boarded up, so no. Oh! We're entering somewhere? Where's this? This is what, 43? 45? Oh, this was... I think I know where this was. We've been in here, I believe. I could be wrong, but I think we've been in here already. The bathroom doors open and stuff? Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Well, in case I missed something. Oh, was that just a close? Pick up. Oh yeah, we just look at the like old and new London, right? But it doesn't actually. Alright, yeah. Yeah, this is where there's that like summoning circle upstairs or whatever, I think. No wait, that's a burned house. What is this? I don't remember what's up here, but there is some. We have been here. I know we've been here. I just don't remember exactly what is upstairs when we come up here. Oh, this is that's right. This is I don't remember her name. Wanda's place, or maybe Derek's place, Wanda's son. One of the two. That's right. That's what this is. So unless, and it might be locked off right now, but unless the mansion is locked off, I could always try up there. In fact, maybe that's what we'll do. Let me, yeah. Okay, let's go to the mansion. Manor, whatever it's actually called. And see if we find more clues over there. We might get a key to the cemetery, for example. So it's also locked in. So this was what? 43, yeah. Yep. Okay. Nine's locked. Stairs is boarded up. Now, where is this going? I don't remember this area, so I must not have been here yet. Probably went up to the gate and then stopped because I saw the gate and was like, well, before I get too far away, I don't go to where I want to go. Like Wanda's place, for example. And these are both boarded up? don't know why a lot of these are boarded up. Why would you board up your house if you're leaving? Just like, isn't somebody gonna... Either somebody's gonna buy it later or nobody's gonna go there. Either way, I don't know what the point of boarding it up is, to be honest. Hey, Monmouth, welcome. So we left, because we were not able to get in there. We don't have a combination. We left the graveyard behind. So basically, we're here. Graveyard is over here, or cemetery's over here. Morning walk. Oh, cool. So we took a path over here. We passed by Wanda's house again, where she was, so when we were in the hospital, Wanda was one of the patients there. She, I don't remember what she had. If she had dementia or cancer. I don't think it was cancer. But there were a few people who had cancer, so I don't remember for sure. Anyway, she was in the hospital. Her son, Derek, became like a chauffeur or whatever for the mayor's family. So, was she a nanny? Maybe. I know her son became the chauffeur for the mayor's family, though. Anyway, so we started going up this way. Her house is like here or something. On like a path you can't really see on the map here. But her house is like here. And we proceeded, there was a gate here. We proceeded through the gate. Now we're starting to look at other places that are around the gate. Like here. But this is, of course, locked, so. This one, also locked. Yeah, okay. Boarded up, can't even try. That's what I was saying. I was like, I don't know why you board up your house if you're leaving. Just leave it. If there's nothing valuable, like, it's not like you're keeping a monster inside your place or something, right? Right? Anyway. So this is Silver Lake Lane, Maple Drive. I believe Maple Drive is the one, right? Yeah, that goes to the mayor's mansion. This goes to Old Creek Town? Interesting. Does that get a thing where I, like, leave the town? I don't want to leave the town, but let me see. Because this might just be, like, a dead end kind of a thing. You want to leave Painscreek? Proceed to the ending. No. We're not leaving. Okay. Yeah, so that just leaves town. Okay, that's what I thought it might do, but I wasn't totally sure. Yeah, the game proceeds to the ending, and then I get all kinds of spoilers. Because I see, like, the end scene probably reveals what happened or talks about what happened to some point or something. It's like, yeah, I don't want to know that. So, yeah, we're not leaving. So Painscreek's a fairly small town. I mean, it's a lot of houses and stuff, or dwellings maybe is a better way to say it. Some of them are like apartments. Some of them are like condos or whatever, but a lot of dwellings and stuff in the middle of town. And some stuff on the outskirts. Like there's the mayor's place here. There's the hunting cabin and the little playground and stuff. But mostly the stuff is concentrated in the middle of town, and it's not all that big. Okay. Last time we had a really big gate was the hospital. I would not be surprised if there is, in fact, haunting in this game. It's starting to feel like there is, but I don't know for sure. Don't have any actual ghosts that have appeared that I've seen yet. If this ends up being a haunting for sure, I would not at all be surprised if we ran into some ghosts and stuff in the manor coming up here, because she was found. So where was that? Was it his newspaper, right? Vivian Roberts' death. Found dead in front of her home. Yeah. So this is her home. So once we go through the gates, her body was found somewhere inside there. So if there is a haunting, this for sure could be the place for it. Where is this? Just as a shortcut, where does this end up? Huh. And this is just out to the... What street is this? Oh, and this goes to the hospital. So that's the way to the hospital. And then just up this is the way to the mansion. I see. Which makes sense. Hospital, mansion. So, pretty close by. Yeah, I'm going to the mansion now because I don't know. We have like a whole lot of other things currently that we can do to progress further. There are glove boxes in some vehicles, some cars, some autos that are not open. They're locked. So can't access those. Don't have the combination for the lock on the cemetery. Don't have the key for downstairs in the church. I think we've got pretty much everything from the hospital, but, you know, it's possible I've missed something. I might end up going back there, of course. We've got, I think, pretty much everything in Wanda's house. I think we've got pretty much everything in that burned house. It was over by the river. Cannot currently get into the hunting cabin. And I didn't see anything when I was examining the playground. And then we, I think, got everything from the inn. It was right here, the Inn and Suites. The photography place is closed right now. Now, I might end up finding a key, but until I have a key, this is off limits to me too. So, I thought the next most logical thing was let's see what we can do in the mansion, because the mansion's not locked up. I didn't think it would be, but I didn't know for sure. But we got through the gate. At least that was not locked. Don't expect anything to be out here in the yard unless there's a prompt telling me there's something out here, but I'm trying to be as thorough as I can be to find as many clues. And you might like this, Monmouth, although it's at a time... No, it's not at a time. It was last night. So it is at a time when you could potentially watch the stream. I finished Wolf and Autumn, and you were on the stream for Wolf and Autumn. I don't know if you were afterward, but I started Simulacra. So I'm doing that going forward as well. And I own, doesn't mean I'm playing it right away. So I probably will not play them right away, but I have Simulacra 2 and 3 also. It was like a bundle thing on Steam I got. So I've got all 3 games. And I was able to figure out how to get it to display properly, both getting the language switched back to English so I can understand what's going on, and also getting my mouse to show up so I can figure out where on the screen I am moving. I figured out that I could not see my mouse pointer. So I looked up online and found out that apparently, just because of some displays, if I go to windowed mode for me, but still shows full screen for you guys on the stream, but if it's windowed mode for me, then my mouse pointer shows up. So I looked that up on Steam. I think it was Steam. Somebody said that's how you do it. So, and that worked for me. So now we're copacetic. I've progressed through that a bit, for an hour. So not too much, but a little bit of time last night. Don't know. Should I go around the perimeter first? Or just go inside? I never know for games like this, because sometimes you'll be like, there might be something important out here. Although order of things might not matter as much, because if I need something and it's out in the yard, I can just go out in the yard afterward and go get it, right? In most cases, most games like this. I say most games like this as if this is a normal gaming experience, but I don't know what's coming still. This feels like sort of a cross between something like Town of Light, or maybe Martha is Dead, in terms of the exploration and the creepy atmosphere, but more like a Sherlock Holmes or something type of mystery in terms of the thriller or the detective aspect of it. So interesting. So there's enter there. Then what? Is it just a big yard? No. There's a gate over here too. Let's go to a garden, looks like. Okay, let's go in. This is probably the garage, I'm guessing. So let's go in there. Yeah, I have number 3 also. Yep. It was a, like I said, it was a bundle deal. Like it was 1, 2, and 3. And I was like, okay, I mean, if there are 3 games, it's a bundle. I get discount on all of them. I'll just go ahead and get it. So, okay. Wait. What? Is this not a... Oh, that's the side of the mansion. Okay, let's do... I mean, I can go in that door, but let me go... I was planning on going in the garage first if I can. Oh, it's locked. So I can't anyway. Okay. So let's go in here. Complicated plot only reveals itself later. I mean, I kind of figured there's gonna be a lot of stuff. I don't know how complicated, so I'm not saying I knew like what you said just now, but I kind of assumed as a mystery, I kind of assumed there's gonna be a lot of stuff I don't understand for probably quite a ways until enough clues are revealed. Sometimes it's that way and sometimes it's not, right? Sometimes the mystery is fairly clear as far as what you're trying to figure out, like who died and whatever, you know, potential motives. You kind of figure those things out early, and then you're just looking for like either the weapon or some like kind of opportunity, you know, like so to counter a potential alibi or whatever. Okay, let's... Mary Martinez. Okay, hang on. Who is she? Because she's in my journal. Let's see. Oh, was she the one who found? Yeah. Okay, so Mary Martinez was one of the maids. That's what it was. Okay. Okay, so this is Mary Martinez's journal. Martinez. May 24th, 1993. I've been here for almost 3 months. Everyone treats me well. Most of the workers have been here for a long time. Some as long as 30 years. Dorothy is probably the oldest maid here. She's really nice and is responsible for taking care of all the maids. She's always giving me snacks. The other oldest worker is probably Bernard, the butler. He's so serious. I don't think I've ever seen him smile. June 2nd. Dorothy and Bernard don't talk much to each other. However, they're perfect when it comes to attending Charles and Vivian's needs. I guess that's why they're in charge here. I noticed Charles and Vivian are never together much either, even when they're both at home. They don't seem happy. What is going on? June 13th. Vivian was passing by. Vivian's the mom of the Mayer family. So Charles is the dad, Vivian is the mom, and then was it Emily? Something like that was the daughter. I'll look at the daughter in a bit, if it doesn't say it here. Vivian was passing by when I broke the vase. I must have been really nervous because I stood there for who knows how long. I thought she'd scold me or even fire me. Instead, Vivian invited me to have tea with her. She asked about my parents and what I wanted to do in the future. I told her I hoped to open my own deli someday. She said I could do anything if I set my mind on it and work really hard. Like me, she used to be poor. Now, she's a successful businesswoman. I hope to be like her someday. July 6th. Wanda is sick. I've heard she has cancer. Oh, so it was cancer, yeah. It's been 2 months since I took over for her. Her son, Derek, stays with her whenever he's not driving for Charles. I feel sorry for them. Luckily, Mr. Roberts helps with their financial needs. I pray she gets well soon. I don't think Wanda ever recovered. October 14th. Andrew shouted at me for walking on the grass, though I was sure I didn't step on it this time. He's always drunk anyways. Andrew, is that the butler? Did that change? No, Bernard. Who's Andrew? I don't remember who Andrew is. I'll have to look that up too. Anyway, Scott told me to ignore him. Scott's the boyfriend that got accused of the murder. I'm not sure how he can be so patient, always taking care of Andrew and covering his workload. I would have assumed that Scott was Andrew's son if I'd not known that Father Matthew adopted him years ago. He's so nice and talented, not to mention handsome. If only he wasn't taken. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta get in line for that one, honey. Okay, let's look this up. Who is Andrew again? We had a reference. Andrew Reed. This is the guy that started seeing Sophia. This was the journal from the burned house that had the summoning circle upstairs. I don't know. I don't remember what his relation to other people is, though. Anyway, and then Scott is the boyfriend. Let's see. Hang on. It was, if I go... This is the PI. I'm trying to remember where we had Trisha. Trisha's the daughter. Trisha and Scott are together. I don't remember who Andrew is, except that he's this guy. And he's not like Andrew's not like a teenager. Andrew's like adult age, like age of like, I don't know exactly, but like Charles and his adoptive dad. Anyway, okay. So that was her. You open this door at all? Got some cleaner. But just a table, no drawer on it, looks like. Okay. Oh, there's a note. I didn't read this. I'm glad I turned. To-do list. Laundry duty today. Clean out the attic. Water the plants. Book Mrs. Roberts' appointment. Wash the windows. M. Oh, okay. I mean, that might come into play later. But for now, that's information that doesn't help us. We don't know enough to know if anything about that, if that happened, when it happened, why it might be significant that it happened. We don't know any of that stuff. So behind here, doesn't look like it. Okay. I don't need to creep the entire time. If we see something scary or something, we'll start creeping. Not that that's going to help us. If we see something scary, we might just be dead or something. I don't know. I don't know if there's death in this for us. Very well could be. Really turn this on? That did not turn anything on. Yeah, I like this kind of sometimes the electricity works, sometimes it doesn't stuff they have going on in the game. It makes it, because it makes it a little uneasy isn't exactly the right word, but like makes things uncertain. You don't know if you're actually going to be able to see better than you currently can. That's always fun. Oh, it's another hall? Okay, let's close this for now. I want to finish doing this bottom floor if I can first. The gallery looks like, right? A bunch of paintings. Interesting. This is... Charles' journal. Excellent. March 13th. We went hunting this afternoon. Scott's quite a fast learner, and has got manners, too. I told him to call me Charles. He kept saying it's more appropriate to call me Mr. Roberts. He almost got the deer on his second try. If he keeps this up, I'll take him over Bernard as my hunting partner. June 11th. Trisha's been rather obvious in her interests. He's a good-looking young man and respectful to others. I don't mind his status. There's nothing wrong with being an orphan. If there is, it's the parents' fault. I know that Trisha fancies him. I've grown to like him too. August 27th. Whoa, we jumped. What? March, April, May, June. So 3 months. And then another 2 months. Interesting. Okay. Today is Mom's death anniversary. It's been 18 years since she passed away. I paid my respects at her tombstone. Vivian wasn't feeling well and chose not to come, so I asked Scott to accompany me. He brought fresh lilies. He said lilies suggest that the soul of the deceased has returned to a peaceful state. Sometimes, I feel like he's a son to me. Now that I think about it, Vivian's always getting sick during this time of the year. Could be from haunting, I'm just saying. Okay. September 8th. I knew our relationship would not be as close as we had it. But ever since Vivian discovered my affair, she hasn't been the same. She once joked to her friends during a dinner that all politicians are alike, and as a politician's wife, she's learned to close one eye. Sometimes I feel sorry for her. I think it was because of Trisha. She didn't leave me. She's a good wife and a good mother. I'm grateful for that. Yeah, you cheating piece of crap. Shouldn't have cheated on your wife, you dummy. Not saying it's not hard. Not saying it's not tempting. But, oh my goodness. Yet another ban. Dummy. Possible ban evader, yeah. Evade all the crap you want. I'm just going to reban your new thing and then delete your post again, so. Dummy. Anyway. Okay. Can I look at what's behind the curtain? Okay. It really is. This really is a full-on gallery, like pictures, and then there's another room with more paintings and stuff. Like, seriously, this reminds me a little bit of the Inheritance of Crimson Manor, with all the pictures. Or possibly, if this gets super creepy, this could also remind me a little bit of the first Layers of Fear game. Probably not going to be that level of constant haunting and stuff, though. I'm guessing. Okay. So we're out of the gallery now. That was locked, right? And that second one goes to the hall. Like another hall. Oh, is that... Nope, this doesn't continue through. Yeah, so it's like a separated hall. Not connected here. It's not we can't enter somewhere else. We can, I'm sure, but it's definitely set apart from things. Well, maybe we can't, actually. Because look at how this is shaped. Interesting. I wonder how that hall goes. Like how that continues on, but we can't see it. Does it go maybe just more straight like that? Huh. Interesting, though. Let's see. Nothing in the drawers. Boxes. Okay, so open these. Okay. There's more over here. Nope. Cups. Yeah, okay. Key. Mansion room key. That might unlock that one lock door we had. Okay. Shopping list for Trisha's birthday. 3 packs of balloons, candles, new tablecloth, baking powder, eggs, strawberries. Okay. Cooking ware. Okay. It's clearly empty anyway, so it doesn't matter. Anyone delivering food to church on Saturdays, please lock all the doors and return the key under the flower pot before leaving. That's your second key, or second clue, that there's a key in the flower pot at the church, which we already found. But that's your second clue. There's one at the hospital also. They got food deliveries there and said, okay, but if you get food deliveries, same thing basically. Hot. Nothing really in it though. There. Okay. I think we'll finish going through this big, like, open what do you call it? This guest room or whatever. We'll finish going through here first, and then we'll go back and try to catch that door that had been locked. I don't know if the key works for that door, but in case it does. Dr. Henry Johnson found drowned in vehicle at the bottom of Cherry Creek Lake. Body submerged in water for as long as 15 days. Damn, bro. That's some serious decompression if it's in water the whole time. A burgundy car was found at the bottom of Cherry Creek Lake yesterday afternoon. A swimmer, who chose to remain anonymous, said he was diving in the lake when he saw what appeared to be a red car glittering at the bottom of the lake. He swam towards the vehicle and was shocked to see a body in the driver's seat. He quickly called the police. 3 hours later, the vehicle was pulled out of the lake and the body was identified as Dr. Henry Johnson. Based on the police report, the body had been in the water between 10 and 15 days. Painscreek Community Hospital confirmed that Dr. Johnson last checked in on June 28th, 1995. So, like, a little over 2 weeks ago from the time this article was written. The hospital staff assumed he had left Painscreek for business purposes, which Dr. Johnson was known to do rather privately. No missing person report, so, okay. Yeah, jeez. Let me get it. I already got one, right? Yep. It's fine. I do like how they have those all around town, so if you don't get one from one place, you're likely to get one from another. Just so you don't have to be like, I missed the one place where there was the flashlight. Games that kind of path you in a particular direction. Say, for example, what we played not too long ago, the Seek game, where you go down into the kind of the dungeon area or whatever. They make it pretty clear, pretty obvious where you get your light source. But for something like this, where you have so much exploration you can do, if you don't do stuff in a particular order, it's not going to penalize you. You have other opportunities to find a light source. This must be the Roberts family. Yeah, so Vivian, Charles, and Emily. Dude, Charles is not that good looking of a guy. He's kind of dopey looking. I don't know why he would think he should cheat. His wife is pretty attractive. Decently attractive. She's not like a bombshell, but she's attractive. He was an idiot to throw it away by cheating on her. Okay, so we got... should I go out here and investigate this? Is there anything left in this kind of hosting room? Hallway, but that's not this room. I think that might be it in this room. Okay, so let me go out and check the patio. Then we'll go back and look at that room that was locked. And then we'll come back here. I think we'll do this kind of side room. I don't know if it's a tea room or what exactly. Maybe it's a reading room. Anyway, something over here. And then we'll go down this hallway and see. Don't need the flashlight out here. It's sunshine in the day, so it's not. side here. No. There'll be something probably in that room. Oh, and this proceeds around as well? Interesting. I don't know that I want to go there yet or not, actually. Man, this expands all out, too. There's a lot of area in here to investigate. There's a lot of it's just open area because there are loungers around and stuff, but... Okay, let's go over here. This is that throughway we could have gone earlier, but did not. I guess since we're here, let's go ahead and open this. And I'll do this as well. Just so it's open. Okay. So, nothing with this box. Somebody brought their box of wine over here. They're going to have an afternoon to themselves, but didn't quite work out how they planned. Just feels strange walking in someone's house like that. You have a ton of cash to live in a house like that. Just sit around and think of possibilities. You're not gonna actually do anything with your cash other than get the house. Like you're not gonna invest your cash in stuff you think that is a good business opportunity or anything. You're just gonna think about what could be possible. Just kidding. That's just the bar. Yeah, support bar for the middle of the bench. Anything here? Barrel, bag of trash, couple more barrels. This has a padlock. So I'm going to need either bolt cutters or a combination. Who to invite to dinner? Don't know about the art room, but if the Frau wants to big note to guess, we'll find. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about the art room yet. I don't know. I mean, it just depends on what you enjoy, right? If you've got that kind of money, I'm not saying do anything. I mean, if you like, you know, you're some freak that likes to torture small animals or something, don't do that crap. But I'm just saying, you know, if generally speaking, if you have hobbies and things you enjoy, I don't see any problem with using your money to enjoy those things. I mean, the whole point in acquiring the money is to be able to do stuff with said money, right? I need a key for that. Oh, this is probably not this key, though. I think that's indoors, but I do have this I could try. Yeah, no. It's for doors inside, I'm sure. Boxes of wine delivered, yeah. Yeah, I was saying, somebody had that box of wine over on the side there. That was interesting. Don't know why. You would leave it on the side in the middle of the grass and stuff, so it could just get bugs crawling in the box and stuff. It's a little strange to me, but you know, whatever, I guess. Unless the box of wine was set down because somebody came to the gate or something and they just forgot to pick it up, maybe. I don't know. But okay. So we've done the whole circle of the yard now, I think, at this point. Back inside here, I was going to go unlock that one door first, so let's do that. It's down the end, just before the gallery. This door, I think, is the one, right? Yeah. Okay. There's that. No. So this manor key, or mansion room key, does not work for that room. And this goes to a hall. I also was going to see what was down this hall. Goes upstairs. Okay, we have the light on. So for now, I'll leave that. And leave it open. Okay. So we have a room to unlock, and then we go upstairs there, or we might go upstairs from in some other place, like here or here, and then just end up coming back around. For now. Okay, so there's a light there that works. Not this one, though. Let's see what we got over here. Can't do anything with the candles or the vase. I say vase because this is a hoity-toity kind of a place. So I have to say it with the snooty pronunciation, right? It's not a vase, it's a vase. Okay. It's like people saying foyer. I'm like, okay, but you're speaking English, bro. I mean, you can say it the French way if you want. I'm not opposed to you saying it however you want to pronounce it. But I mean, let's be realistic here. You're only doing that because you think it makes you sound like more higher society or whatever. That's the only reason you're saying it that way. If we're being honest about things. Okay. I think just this hallway, and then we can go upstairs. I don't know if I want to go the side stairs or not. It's pretty dark on the side stairs. Maybe we go up this way first and see what other rooms we can investigate. I'm not sure. I don't know what I want to do on that in that regard. Okay, so this is a study or an office, a home office, however you want to look at it. Since he's the mayor, it's probably just a study. He probably went to some kind of city hall kind of thing for doing actual work, right? So second floor. Yeah, so downstairs was not the tea room. It's probably a reading room is probably what it was. The room that was just a few, like a couple of chairs and I think a small chaise lounge or something like that, and then a small table. And then there were a few books and then like some boxes with some drapings over them. I imagine that's probably was a reading room at some point. So Trisha's room's directly up the spiral stairs, just to the left of that. And a balcony. The tea room, security, Dorothy room, bar, balcony. Okay. Okay. So now I think if I go here, yeah, I can go to additional maps. Okay. That's what I figured. It also did not set it back on the table, so I figured I kept it, but I just wanted to double check. Let's see. Yeah, on the empty shelves, I don't see anything on them at all. Not just devoid of books, they just don't have anything. So, the books being stacked like this do make me, you know, even if the boxes weren't here, the books being stacked like this do make me think that either somebody was moving in or moving out. In this case, probably moving out, right? Because Vivian had died. They lingered for a time, but at a certain point they were like, yeah, we can't really stay around here. Too many bad memories. Or if there's actually hauntings, then too many hauntings, whatever it might have been, right? But a lot of people started leaving town after she died. I would imagine, just in general, a portion of that would have been her popularity among the people. She probably, because she contributed to the hospital and stuff, and was the mayor's wife, she probably was a pretty sociable figure. And then, you know, I can't even use that light switch. Anyway, and then she passed. She was killed, right? And then the town like lost all of that kind of socialization. That's got a combination on it, so I need a combo for that as well. Okay. Trisha's right by the stairs. I find that a little surprising. I would expect members of the family to be a little bit more interior, so if somebody comes in looking to cause trouble, they would potentially go to the servants first, which you don't want the servants to die, but I mean, if it's them or your family, you want the servants dead before your family die, right? So you would hopefully have the servants first. It's kind of goes with the job anyway. A risk that they kind of agree to by being servants is that not that I will give my life for the family, but that, you know, I will be in the less comfortable circumstances. Like they won't have as good of rooms as the children and stuff, right? Let alone the parents. So It's interesting that a lot of these pictures we can't really analyze. It's fine, doesn't really matter, but I'm just saying. Okay, don't tell me. Oh, it says it's locked, but there's no actual keyhole. Or maybe there is? No. Yeah, there's no actual keyhole. Doesn't matter. I was gonna say, don't tell me that the one key I have is for that. That's like useless. That key is no use to me. Like, ooh, I discovered there was sunlight out here. Wouldn't have seen that if I didn't have the key. Thank goodness. Okay, I think this is Trisha's room, right? Let's see. So up the stairs, and then to the left. This was the other balcony we just looked at. Came back here. Yeah, I think this is. Let me see. Doesn't work though. I wonder what room in the mansion the key's supposed to unlock. Because it just says it's a room. It just says a mansion room. Doesn't tell me anything more. So a much bigger balcony than the other. The other was more just to let sunlight in. It wasn't really to put anything out there or anything. We got the letter there. I'm not seeing anything else. Underneath, maybe? Nah, it doesn't look like it. Okay, let's read this. Notes for Vivian's tea schedule. Tea times at 3:20 on the dot. Use the flower pattern cup for Mondays. Gold line cups are for guests. Use 1/2 cup of milk. Always leave sugar on the side. Never interrupt unless she calls for you. Now, I'm pretty good. Well, I'm decently good with temperatures and with distances. I'm awful with measuring, so I don't know how much like a 1/2 cup of milk would convert to in metric. But I'm gonna guess it's, I don't know. I don't even know. Maybe like 200 milliliters? I don't even know though. I'm actually curious now. Let's see. How far off was I? 118. I doubled what it was. 118 milliliters. Okay. Anyway. Not that it matters. That's a completely useless lookup by me. Okay. I don't see anything else out here. Oh, there is. Actually, we did not finish everything in the hospital. I just don't know how to get there. There is the one place up higher up where, well, on the ground, I guess, first you could see it, the outline tape where a body had fallen. If you look up, there's a railing that had busted and somebody fell from there. I don't know that we ever do, but we have for sure not gone up where that railing broke. So if that's something yet to be uncovered in the hospital, then we definitely have missed that part of the hospital. I'd forgotten about that. I just thought of it here because of this, and I was like, oh yeah, there's a person fell, and then I was reminded. Okay, so nothing currently down Vivian's hallway. We cannot get into her room. So I guess we're going this way. I tried this already, right? This particular one? Oh, yeah, it's on, but it doesn't do anything. Yeah, no light for me. It wouldn't be scary or creepy at all if there was light all the time. For every one of these that are locked, though, I could try this and see. Still no. Okay. At some point, presumably, I will actually be able to unlock something with that. A sheet to count scores. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Makes sense. It's yeah, it's a pool table. I was gonna say versus snooker, but I'm assuming this is pool. I don't know. I know the difference between a pool table and like a, what do you call it? Now that I said snooker, I'm not going to think of the other game. Anyway, I know the difference between a pool table and whatever the one I'm thinking of is. I don't know the difference with snooker. I don't think I've ever played snooker, so I don't actually know the rules, and I don't know. I'm pretty sure the table's different, but I don't know how. And when I say I'm pretty sure, I don't know. I think I remember it being different. Billiards, there you go. Thank you. Yeah, billiards. Yeah. Yeah, they're a little bit different, right? Not tons different, but a little bit. Oh, okay. The key is not for here, right? No, it doesn't even say use. Well, I need to be over. Oh, yeah, there's no actual lock. Okay, open. Also locked. But I guess if I have an object like a hammer, I could try to smash it. I don't know if we ever do that in this game, though. Okay. We'll see so I can proceed. Estate grown Slovenian wine. Oh, Slovenian wine? Jeez, we're getting fancy. I don't know how good it is compared to like French or something, but I mean, that's exotic for sure. A case of Da Vinci's premium wine, $150 a bottle. So $1,200 a box, yeah. Stainless steel bottle opener, $45. And this is back in 1994. So this is $1,200 per 8 bottles in 94. So imagine what it is today with inflation. Plus, if it were the same year that these were, that'd be premium wine. That'd probably be like over $10,000 a box probably at this point. Okay. Case of Da Vinci's wine. Okay, yeah, okay. So more of that. I didn't have a bad angle, right, where I wasn't able to see a key or something in case. Just in case. Oh, okay. Okay, just making sure I'm not missing. So ginger beer. Interestingly. So this was clearly the bar, obviously, the mansion's like mini bar, I guess, or something. Whatever you want to say. I'm sorry, Thomas, I must have forgot to check inventory. Apparently we are missing a case of Da Vinci's. Please don't tell Mrs. Roberts. Bro, there's Da Vinci's out on the side of the mansion. You didn't go look in the yard in case it got set down somewhere? I think it was Da Vinci's, wasn't it? That box on the side? I don't remember for sure. I think it was Da Vinci's, though. Anyway. Painscreek Herald. 20 years later, Painscreek still honors the lives of coal mine workers. So in the picture on the bottom left, the incident that would forever be remembered by the villagers of Painscreek. Despite shock and pain, it was a tragedy that united everyone. 20 years ago, 6 members of this village, together with 13 others from the towns of Hillsdale and Old Creek, perished in one of the coal mine demolition programs. The coal mine belonged to the Roberts Mining Company. And our guy's last name is Roberts. It's looking more and more like it could be hauntings coming up. We'll see. Again, I could be totally loud and left field and has no hauntings whatsoever, just has a creepy atmosphere. But this is the kind of thing that sets up for a decent horror experience too, so we'll see. Vivian Roberts, who had just married into the Roberts family, started a fundraising event that raised $96,000, contributing $24,000 from her own company. A total of $120,000 was compensated to the 6 families. This is a very small sum compared to what those families lost, and no amount of money can replace their loved ones, Vivian told the press. What we can do, however, is provide them with whatever help they may need, and for those who have helped financially, the Roberts family thanks you. The words not only comforted those families, but ... Okay. It's interesting we have almost like random newspaper clippings lying about the town in different places. I mean, sure, you know, if there's a special edition like that and stuff, but it just seems like there's a lot of randomness to some of the newspapers that are lying about. Not in a bad way, just like it's interesting how different people in the town focus on different aspects. Some want like the local news of right now, and some are more like have articles from like 2 or 3 years before. It says unlocked, so it's probably locked already, right? Doesn't work, and still locked. Okay. What does this say? Forgot to return the servant's room key in time, so I left the key in the kitchen drawer. Sorry about that. Oh, so it's a servant's room key. That might be this, though, now. So it wasn't a general key. It was the servant's room specifically. Ruh-roh. What's in the servant's room? Whoa. Just kidding. Yeah, these do open. Who knows? Read this. I need to report Scott to Bernard. His suspicious acts are getting out of hand. Today, I saw him peeking into Mr. and Mrs. Roberts' room from the window. He's been told many times now not to do this. Ruh-roh. Scott was maybe not as nice a guy as he seemed earlier. Of course, he's somehow... I'm not saying he did it. I'm not saying he committed it. But he's somehow tied to the mirror or to the murder in one way or another. Maybe just circumstance, but being tied to the murder already puts the potential for bad behavior there, right? Which obviously you're going to do in a murder mystery. You want to have red herrings so people don't know, have the mystery, the whole mystery given away. Like in the second, like what is it on Throw Mama from the Train? Danny DeVito's character, I don't remember his name, but he writes his supposed murder story, but there are only 2 characters in the novel, and one of them is dead on page 2. It's like, gee, who did it? I wonder. Like, okay, amateur, you want to study murder mysteries at least a little bit. Like, read some successful murder mysteries to get an idea of the kinds of things that are actually going to make it good, not just guy A and guy B were around, guy B dies. Figure out who the murderer is. It's not satisfying in the slightest. I was cleaning Mrs. Roberts' tea room. Oh, the tea room is... Where are we? Servants' quarters? Maid room? Yeah, here. The tea room's back over here, next to the balcony. Okay, so we return there if we... Okay. Okay. I was cleaning Mrs. Roberts' tea room when I stumbled across a pile of letters full of negative comments addressed to her. Why on earth does she keep those letters? Because unfortunately some people obsess about that kind of thing. There are some people that have, I don't remember what you call it. I don't know the official psychological name, but they basically have like a self-deprecating disorder where all criticism feeds already existing self-doubt in like more than just like you would expect. Like it actually becomes a downward spiral kind of a thing. Like it's a feedback loop where they get more and more and more and more and more depressed. And unfortunately people like that, because they obsess about that stuff, they tend to keep the negative influence around them, making it worse for them. There's nothing wrong. I mean, unless you have that condition, maybe you want to stay away from it. But in general terms, there's nothing wrong with having something negative you read and understand people's criticism of you, but you can't obsess about it. You weigh it as they have a point or they don't have a point. If they have a point, you make some changes. If they don't, you don't worry about it and you move on. Either way, you see it and you move forward. You don't keep obsessing. But there are some obsessive personalities that do that, unfortunately. That's like when I get people, like I've had people give negative comments on videos and so I'm just like, okay, you don't like it, and then go find a channel you like. I don't care. Anyway, she more than anybody in this town doesn't deserve to be attacked by these faceless cowards. These people cannot see the positive impact she's made for this community. It's not her fault that her business deals can't please everyone. And this Mark, I don't remember what her first name is, Marilyn or something, Martinez lady. Now she's got a white knighting aspect to her personality, right? She has decided to put Mrs. Roberts up on a pedestal because she's writing a letter. She's writing like her own journal entry here, right? She's not telling Mrs. Roberts to try to encourage her or telling other people in the family to make herself look good in front of them. She's actually, in her mind, she has to defend Mrs. Roberts. She's the maid. She's not her position to defend, right? It's interesting to get some of these different personality types in this game. It's cool. they do a good job, I think, of having a wide variety of personalities in this, which is great. That's also something that's important in a murder mystery. You want a large spectrum of personalities so that you have various reasons for different behavior. So when you're looking at motives, it's harder to determine a motive because several people have motives for different reasons because of different aspects of their personalities. So that's excellent. That's well done. I like that. Okay, I don't need to be down anymore. Pick this up. Another read. Okay, who is this? This is Mary. Not Marilyn. Mary Martinez. Okay, another journal. Okay. February 3rd, 1995. I was cleaning the mansion attic today. I don't remember the attic is on the map, but that's fine. We'll look in a second, maybe. When I found Derek and Wanda's old stuff. I asked Derek about it, and he told me he used to live here with his mom until he was about 6 years old. We chatted for like an hour. I've never talked with him that much. It felt quite nice talking with him. Rather relaxing. A month later, I had to interact with Bernard today. Yeah, she doesn't like Bernard, obviously. We learned that earlier, so he's like really cold and distant. So I had to interact with Bernard today. His left wrist was swollen pretty badly. When I asked what happened, he claimed he fell during rock climbing and twisted his left hand, so he can't help with writing the Easter invitations this year. I told him he only needs his right hand for writing. He looked at me as if I was joking. How could I have known that he was left-handed? There's that. That's true. I wonder how many people do that. Let's just assume that everybody's right-handed. The natural question I would ask is, oh, is that your writing hand? If he says it makes it hard, so he can't do that. Oh my gosh. Another raid. Here we go. April 17th. This is month and a half later. Dorothy asked me to help clean her house tomorrow. I didn't know she has her own place. I thought she lived with the Roberts family in the nanny's room. She said she hasn't used the house for the past few months, but it needs to be taken care of every now and then. She'll be 60 this year. I think I should help her. The address is 40 Black Pine Road. I don't remember if we've been to 40. But also, just because we have the address doesn't mean we can unlock it and get inside, of course. We don't know, so. May 29th, so another 6 weeks, basically. Trisha and Vivian had an argument during dinner. Vivian's thinking to send Trisha to college, but Trisha wants to be with Scott. She's not thinking straight. Again, kind of white knighting with Vivian, always taking Vivian's side in things. Vivian's right, Trisha should reconsider. Vivian's correct, right? Well, okay. But you don't always have to agree with Vivian anyway. June 1st. Oh, this is only, a couple days later. I was about to clean the gallery when I noticed the door was already slightly open. I looked inside and saw Mr. Roberts standing in front of a painting. Right before he left, I heard a faint click. As he was leaving the gallery, I hid in the staircase hallway. When I was sure that he was gone, I went into the gallery to see what it was so entranced by. It's just a painting of an old woman with a white headband. I wonder what's so interesting about this lady. Oh, that one solo picture we saw. Ah, interesting. So there's some hidden switch or something on there, I guess. 10 days later, there will be a grand party to celebrate Trisha's birthday this evening. She'll be officially 21 years old. Trisha and Scott are meeting at the shed behind the mansion. They called it their secret hideout. I know Vivian doesn't want Trisha to be with Scott. Should I tell her about it? July 12th. Dr. Johnson is dead. He was the head of Painscreek Community Hospital as well as the Roberts family doctor. The police came by and asked if Vivian would be willing to go down to the station for another interview. I was nervous, but Vivian was very calm and accepted their request. She came back in the evening and assured us that everything was okay. She had nothing to do with Dr. Johnson's death. His death was purely an accident. I don't know if I buy this last part. She may not have had anything to do with his death. I don't think his death was an accident. There's no way. So the painting of the old woman with the white headband in the gallery. Mary Martinez story. Okay, so we finished that, I guess. We just got a Steam achievement telling me. So, okay. White headband, huh? Alright, well, before we go any further down this, let me go back downstairs and see what we can find in the gallery there before I forget about it. Gallery is this way. White headband. I think it's the next... No, it's here. Yeah, something with this. There's something with this. Ah! A safe. So now we just need the combination. Thanks. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for all stopping by. Appreciate the support. Take care. Enjoy your stay. If you can keep hanging around, then I will have fun chatting with you. If not, take care. Appreciate it. Okay, let's just go back to up here, because this is... We don't have the combination that's safe, so obviously we're not going to do anything with that right now. Whoops, I wanted... over here. There we go. We just finished with maid's room. That's locked as well, of course. Of course it is. You guys jerks. Let me eat it all. Okay, now I don't know. This doesn't seem like this is... Well, maybe on the far side. This doesn't seem like this is going to connect to the set of stairs that go up into darkness, where there's the light at the bottom, but nothing. It's darkness up above. So I guess we'll find out. If this doesn't connect, then we've got a sealed off area we can get to potentially. Bernard's lock. Aha, another key. I found your key, monsieur. I don't know if that goes to his room or what, but... Then nothing there. Derek also... I mean, Derek didn't live here, so I don't know why he would necessarily keep things here. Trisha's got her own room. Vivian also, no? Nothing on the insides of the doors, right? Okay, but we do have Bernard's key now. So that's going to get another door, at least, for us. That's helpful, for sure. Nope, this is the top of the stairs that are just dark. There we go. That's light. Back down here. Okay, so let me look at the map. Yeah, I don't think any room up here is his. So we'll keep looking on the main floor. Some of these other... Is this maybe his? Locked for sure. Let's see. Unlocked. No. Not there. Okay. Let's see. What other... Keypad, that's right. I think down here we had one that was not. Yeah, that was locked, right? Okay. No. Oh, I don't know why I tried that room. That's Trisha's room. For some reason I was thinking we were on the other side. This is Dorothy's room? Is that what this is? I don't remember now. Trisha. No, this is the tea room. Interesting. Security. This should be Dorothy's room. I doubt Bernard's key goes there, right? Probably just his room? Yeah. Stress you get when you turn on all the lights, wasted power. Yeah. For all the people who have to pay the bills here and stuff. My guess is, to be honest, that, I think I said this last time, and I'm assuming the county would pay whatever bills. So it's probably not even a thing to worry about. Although you'd think the county would, yeah. Although you'd think the county would, at some point, just turn the power off to the town, so there's no power whatsoever, right? Okay, so that was there. Back around here. Wasn't this first one? Is the guest room, right? So this isn't going to be Bernard's key because it's, I don't think it's a guest room. Yeah, no. Okay. Did Bernard not live in, or not like sleep in the main house? Huh. I don't know. And then the exercise room. I don't know where Bernard's room is. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, at a certain point you assume they would just turn the power off, right? They're like, okay, you're not using the power anymore, so don't have the key combination for that. Okay. Where have we not yet explored? We came in there, so we did this laundry room. And that goes down to the gallery. We already tried the one door there that does not open. It's locked still. Already went around out in the yard. This. We did this. Huh. Does Bernard live maybe in the detached? Interesting. I wonder if he lives over here. Or lived, like stayed maybe. I don't know. Maybe not also. I don't know. No. That doesn't work either. Oh, that's a garage. For some reason I was thinking it was a guest house or something. No. That's a garage. So that makes sense. He would not. So... Huh. What am I missing? There's a room somewhere that I've not found. I'm really not sure. Alright. I'll be right back. I should use the restroom for a minute. I'll be probably maybe 2 minutes or something. 3 minutes. I'll try to be fast, but it'll be a little bit more than just a few seconds. Hey, OG, sorry if I was away when you raided. Thanks for raiding. Appreciate it. um, yeah, okay, let's keep going. So I don't know where Bernard's key is gonna go. We have a safe here, of course, like I said. We don't have a combo, so I don't know. It does make me wonder if there are any other paintings that have it. Probably not, though. I would guess there are not any others. But nah. Nah. I'm not sure where this key goes, though. I think I've been through all the rooms, right? Have I not? But I haven't been able to find where his key... what his key access is. It's just the exercise room. Bathroom. So, probably nothing. I think I already tried this, but just in case, yeah. Now, the exercise room's upstairs. This is downstairs. My bad. So this is actually not the bathroom. This is, yeah. Miscellaneous unknown room in the middle of the hallway is what that is. I think I opened all these, right? Even if I did not, or even if I did, I want to make sure I didn't miss a note or something on them. Adios. Adios. Instead of Cheerios, it's adios, as in the food you eat as you're going away, I guess. That's funny. Okay. We never did. Oh, I didn't go up here, did I? Wine. Yeah. That's for car. That's a Jimmy for cars anyway, so it makes sense that I could not use it on this door. Interesting. We're never going to get into there, though. At least as far as I know, because there's not a key. And there's not even a keyhole or anything. Oh, there's this. What's this? Influential citizen, Vivian Roberts. People of the state of Newland Awards. 24th, 1979. Yeah, Newland is the... when they first made this game, I guess, the state... they made up a state, like some new state called Newland. And that's where this takes place. That's why on some of the addresses you'll see, like, whatever. And then it'll say, like, you'll say Painscreek, NL, Newland. Hmm. Interesting. I don't know. Let's have a look outside again. There might be something we missed out here. Oh, in fact, there was that. Well, there was the shed, but was the shed? I don't remember. Was the shed, like combination locked, or was it just? I think it might have been combo locked, right? There's just a normal key. Maybe that'll work. Nah, it's padlocked. You could tell right there. And there was this we could not get in. I wonder. Probably not, but we'll see. No. It's also not there. There's a lot of locked doors at the Roberts mansion. I'd say suspiciously, but this is a murder mystery, so everything's suspicious. Yeah, bro, here's your other wine. Your other box that was quote unquote missing. Just didn't look in the yard very well, I guess. And that's the garagey, so nothing there for now, because we can't unlock it. What is up above the garage? Because this comes across, right? What's the walkway there? Here and then this. I see. This is probably an upper door. This is also locked, I remember, which means this whole building here is locked off. The garage as well as that. Interesting. I already tried this key, right? Yeah. Okay. What else do I have? So I have thing from the hospital. Photograph, yeah. No. Nothing that'll help here. I don't know that I actually tried the security room before. I saw the lock and assumed. I don't know that I actually tried the door, though. That's Trisha's room. Huh. Well, we got a lot of information coming here, but I don't think we got nearly as much as I was hoping. There was some missing, or some locked areas we couldn't get into. Okay, that one thing said it was 40. Let's see, it's actually Mary's journal. We checked that. I think we've already been there, but just in case, this is 93, 95 is what I want. 40 Black Pine Road. Okay, so we could try that. I don't know if that's actually going to get us anything, but we could try it and see. Okay, so... Sometimes there are things in little bird baths like this, but I'm not seeing anything. No. Okay, 40 Black Pine Road is where we want. Turn my flash off for now. We've investigated a lot of places around town, but we have a lot of locked things we cannot get to, so. Okay, where's Black Pine Road? Here. 40. Let's actually take this down. We'll be on Black Pine. 40, huh? It's 11. 15. Actually, I think now we're on Black Pine. This goes to the hospital, so. 41. This is Dorothy's place. He's 40. 40. Locked. I wonder if we have. It's also locked. The key probably won't work for here, will it? Let me see. It's Bernard's key, so I wouldn't imagine. Oh, no, it's a house entrance key, so it might be for here. No. Right, let me... But somewhere we had a list of people living in different locations. I don't remember where that is. Do I have that among my journal stuff? Probably not a diary. Sheriff's relocation, murder case report. Huh. So we definitely did not keep it with us. Let's go back to the inn. See if we have a list there. So that was a post office, so I think it's, yeah, here. This had some listings for like deliveries and stuff. So I don't know if Bernard's is going to be there actually. To be honest, I kind of doubt it, but let's see. Not there. More like something like 7 Black Pine. Yeah, that's not. Locked toolbox. Yeah, Bernard's not on here. But these are all the rooms. So that's not... Was Bernard ever at the hospital? We could look at things there and see, maybe. If we go to the hospital, maybe we'll see an address for him. I don't remember where we saw it. Somewhere there was... But I don't remember seeing him as a patient there. So I don't know why they would have his information. We'll look at the front desk, and then if we don't find it there, we'll try to find the file room again and look in some of the case files and see if we see something there. I don't know if we're going to be able to get his address, though, from that. It's kind of a try to remember where we found stuff thing. I would not be a good detective because I'm not going to remember some of this stuff. Okay. So I don't remember. I think there's a book here, right? Like a guest book? Okay. These are the visitors. Don't see anybody there. Like, I don't see Bernard there, I should say. No. None of those. So unless he was a patient, which, like I said, we can try to find the file room again. I don't remember where it is exactly, though. Upstairs, I think. I'm not 100% on that. Nurse station. Where do we go to go upstairs? Oh no, here it is. This is it. I was wrong. It was not. Raymond Brown. Wanda Tyler. Okay. Nothing. Kyle Thornton. Marlon Fox. Rebecca Hunter. James Comley. Bonnie Ramsey. Andrew Reed. Jason Gomez. This is Andrew, where it said he wasn't feeling well. This is alcohol dependence, I guess. Interesting. Okay. Wanda again. Raymond again. Kyle again. Thanks, dang it. Everybody's rating that. It's awesome. Bonnie Ramsey, Andrew Reed. Yeah, these are the same. So, okay, this is Kyle Thornton. Andrew Reed. So both of these are workers' comp forms. And then nothing on the top. Yeah, so I did not get any kind of an address. Found a missing pin. Placed it in one of the drawers. We already got that. Earlier. Yeah, I don't see any I don't see any addresses there. Where else can we find addresses? The church might have some, maybe. I don't know. That seems a bit of a stretch. You might have some for some donors. I don't know. Go there and try. I don't know. I have a feeling we're probably not going to find anything at the church, though. I don't remember. I really don't remember right now anything pretty much from that. As far as if there were any listings of where people lived. Can I examine this? Not really. It says it's a house entrance key, so it should for sure be for some dwelling. But I don't know. Sheriff's station have people's addresses? I don't remember. I don't recall seeing a big book of addresses there, but it's possible. Let me see. Oh, can I not go back? Oh, no, I go around the side. That's what it is. I was like, wait, I can't even return? Oh, Cemetery Gate Padlock, 1131. Okay, I'll have to remember that. After we look in here for Bernard's address, if it's even here, then I'll get the Cemetery Gate Padlock from that. 1131. I had forgotten that we had seen that earlier. I do remember seeing it. I remember seeing the note there. I just didn't remember what the contents were. Okay, come on. Oh, right. They're all locked with the combo there. Okay, 1131, right? I'll double check on it. Make sure I didn't misremember it. I think it's 3111. I think it's 1131 though, right? Yeah, 1131, okay. weird to have that on the outside window. Like telling everybody how to unlock and get into the cemetery, but I mean, you know, whatever, I guess. Not my town. I'm not police here, so it's not that big a deal for me. Already been unlocked. What? I thought I tried last time and it was locked. Did I not? Maybe I just didn't try because I saw the padlock on it. Bro. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. Where was the... There's a letter or something to somebody saying... Dang it. Something in the church we read talked about like looking in the cemetery or whatever. Is it in here? It's gotta be probably, right? Okay, so we're looking for letters or journals. Pretty much. Or, no, not here. None of those. Yeah, none of those. Although, again, this will be useful once we get inside, probably. I know where this is. I just don't have access. It's locked right now. No, there's this. It's just a newspaper. Right? Yeah. Yeah, this is the why we went to that burnt home. This is the one that where the whole home was burned and the top floor had the summoning circle. Oh, did I not have that? Damn. We must have had another reference then. Yeah. Okay. I did not have that. I'm glad I just got that just now. A little more information. Than I mean, we kind of, like I said, we kind of knew that was his place. I don't know. It must have been some journal entry or something. Scott's things, yeah. Where is the note? There's a note that talks about the cemetery. And that's where it like says, like under a rock or a certain thing or something at the cemetery. We'll stay in the cabin tonight. No, that's not it. Although that cabin, we need to unlock at some point too, hopefully. I don't know when we'll get the key to that, though. That's down those stairs is the key we don't with the key that we need for in here. I think that's the one locked door that's left. Yeah, okay. So this we already have in our notes. I don't think this has anything about the cemetery in it because it's a general diary. No. Yeah, and there's this we also don't know. wish I remembered where that note was. I could just go to it and then know where in the cemetery to look. If I don't find it here in the next little bit, though, we'll just go to the cemetery and just be a little meticulous in going around and stuff. This is the same thing that was on the at the sheriff's office, the same news clipping. So it's not anything new. This is locked. The combination. Another one that we don't have, I don't believe. So that's Scott and Father Reed. I don't know. I just know there was a reference. I don't know. Oh, that door's locked too. So we have two doors actually. We need to open. Alright, let's just go back to the cemetery and see what we find in it. Yeah. Yeppers. I say summoning circle. I don't know that he's actually trying to summon something, but it's that kind of thing. They draw the circle with the symbols on it, and yeah. I know practically nothing about Wicca, so, or any of that kind of witchcraft in general or anything like that. I know almost nothing about them. So I don't know what would be a summoning circle versus maybe a protection circle versus, you know, I don't know any of those things. Andrew Reed, here's his grave. Timothy Sanders. See, look at this, dude. Bro. 1995. 1993. Oh, that's 84. That's better, at least. Oh, yeah, let's read the headstone. May you rest in peace. That's just a North Standard. You are in God's care now. Here lies a man whose wisdom flowed from rivers. Okay. Raymond Brown, eternally loved. Henry Johnson, in our hearts forever. That's another 95. That's 295. Two died in 95, one in 93. Wanda died from cancer, hopefully, and not something else, like a spirit or something, in 96. Lovingly remembered. Yeah. Okay, some more graves here. Sarah Goldberg, beloved wife, 86. Trisha Roberts. We will always cherish and remember you. 1995. Damn, bro, she didn't survive either. The whole Roberts family died. Vivian. Those we love will never go away. 95. So Trisha self-unalived the same year. Damn. Ian Goldberg, beloved husband, 79. Susie Whitman, lovely mother, sister, and friend, 69. Pamela A. Fields, scholar, teacher, leader, friend, 82. Jonathan Hopkins, loved and remembered always, 73. Victoria Hopkins, forever in our hearts, 91. Scott Brooks, God's Lent Child, 95 also. Damn, bro. Okay, this is November. I know they did, but I know they died close, but November 15th, 95, just 95, and just 95 doesn't even say the month on those. Marissa Young, devoted wife and loving mother, 97. We had a lot of people dying in a short span in the 90s. Victoria Hopkins, yeah, we did that one already. In loving memory of Jesse Elliott, it's 1990. Got Calvin Bennett, Today You Will Be With Me in Paradise, December 84. Philip Young, loving husband, father, and brother, 91. Why is this different than all the others? Why is this not with a stone headstone? I doubt it's just because of poverty or something. This is different and I do not know why. The wind's cold? Yeah, probably. I don't know what month this is supposed to be that we're investigating this. Even if it's midsummer, the wind would be at least cool, probably. Okay, something's up with this grave, I think. But I don't know what. There's no way all these others have headstones and that one just has a cross. That is very unusual. I find that very, very odd. This should work. Who is this here? Magdalene Roberts? You will always be remembered, 1975. Interesting. Why is she in an area apart from the rest also? A couple of odd things in the cemetery, and I don't have explanations for them. Why is hers isolated from the others, and why is the one over there just merely a wooden cross? Interesting. You can't even get in there right now. I don't have a key for that. Okay. It would be nice if I could find out where Bernard's place is. So it's all open. There's no unlock. So we're not going to ever have a key to open that, I guess, is what it tells me. Same thing there. That's Wanda's place. We've already been in there. I guess that's one thing. We could just look and see if there's a possibility to unlock something, then that might be the one we want. See, I would think Bernard would live relatively close to them, being like the head of the butler or whatever. Unlock 31. Ah, 31. 31 is Bernard's place, apparently. I didn't even know that. I was just trying stuff. Okay, so he doesn't live all that close to the mansion, but close enough, I guess. Can't really see on the inside of that door, so I guess that's not going to have anything for us. We're playing more of the mystery music here, so this is probably going to be an interesting place. So far seems pretty standard, but that doesn't mean anything. Oh. This one first. Nothing there. was just closed. A closed indicator. I wasn't sure if I'd hovered over like a bottle or something that I was supposed to examine. Nothing here. Okay. Locked. Okay. So he's got weapons. Clearly he enjoyed them. He had a knife. He has a knife. He has a couple of rifles. I don't know what's in there. Knife is missing from this case. Axe display cabinet has been shattered. Bro. Was Bernard some kind of serial killer and we just didn't realize it? He was living with us all along. Display of military badges. Vivian Roberts, The Untold Story. Ruh-roh. Vivian Roberts is well known for success as a businesswoman in the 20th century. What most people did not know was that her seemingly overnight success was a 30 years journey that defied everything that she was told to believe in. Vivian was the first and only person in her family to graduate college. By her mid-20s, she left a highly paid job to start a controversial company. She then met her husband Charles Roberts, with whom she dedicated her life. She helped transform the Roberts family businesses and supported Charles during his mayoral election in the mid-70s. She also started the Roberts Relief Foundation for the poor and initiated medical research programs for the sick, which resulted in Painscreek Community Hospital becoming one of the best rehab centers for the elderly in the nation. This is the story of a young woman who came from a humble beginning and became the most respected and loved person in the town of Painscreek. Interesting. Okay. Interesting to me that he would have that book. I mean, servants do tend to, in servants to well-respected families who are treated well, they do tend to have a pretty decent loyalty, a pretty firm loyalty to the family. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised that Mary Martinez and Bernard here seem to have some degree of investment, let's say, in the families they serve. But it's still interesting to me. Turn this off so the light in the room on. I don't need to turn the flashlight off, actually, because this now doesn't really have batteries that I need to worry about. Bernard Hopkin. Aha. Read. January 3rd, 1994. So this is a year before the killings happened. 2 weeks ago, Scott came to me and asked about Sophia. I was surprised he knew about someone who used to work here 20 years ago. I told him that she was once a maid that worked here, but after a few years she decided to leave the village. Today, I commented about the conversation to Vivian. She asked if Scott had said or asked anything else since then. I could see she felt uneasy. She told me to keep an eye on him. I find all this very unsettling. January 19th. Derek doesn't seem too willing to drive for Vivian. I don't think a 5-day trip is that long. Charles often had trips longer than that, and Derek never seemed to mind them. Now that I think about it, Derek is unusually quiet when Vivian is around. He doesn't even look at her. It's like he's avoiding her. I wonder why. Ooh. Were they having an affair because Charles had cheated? Maybe. February 20th. I've noticed Vivian has been getting increasingly paranoid whenever she sees Scott, to the point of being upset by his presence. She asked Charles to have someone replace Scott, But Charles kept him. He likes the boy. Maybe those hunting trips really bonded them. March 2nd. It's Dad's death anniversary today. I can't believe it's already been more than 2 decades. I visited his grave in the morning. His tombstone is full of fallen leaves. Looks like autumn has started. Mom's tombstone is covered with leaves too. I read today's newspaper and updated him on the things that happened here recently. As I sat there talking, I wondered if he could hear me. Will I just spend the rest of my life serving Charles and Vivian until I die? What will people remember me for? April 29th. So this is about a month and about almost 7 weeks later, something like that. I saw Scott and Trisha today. They looked happy. I almost envied them. I think my chance at ever having a relationship with someone is over. What would my life be if I had accepted Angela? I don't think we would have been happy. She wasn't my type anyhow. Who is my type then? He wrote Vivian and then scratched it out and then said, I don't know who. Damn, bro. Did Bernard have an affair with Vivian? Nah. I can't imagine he had an affair, even if he liked her. Maybe he did. I don't know. That's interesting, though. That's one of the things I would have taken with me and not left behind is a journal. Okay. Locked. I don't have anything with me anymore yet. Let's open that. Well, there's some blood here. Yeah, here we go. What's that? Bloodstained wood panel. I need a tool to pull out the nails. I do not have a tool to pull out the nails. Damn it! I need a screwdriver or a hammer probably is actually what I need. Bro, I cannot get into Scott's toolbox. Piece of manure. Because Scott's toolbox has a code. At some point, I'm gonna have to start finding codes. I'm never gonna progress in the game if I don't. Alright. So this is 31. Is this address right? Yeah, 31. Right before the... Interesting. Okay. There's no real clue. I'm looking to see if there are any clues in journals about codes or something, but not very hopeful I'm going to find something. Wait, I might have missed in the second year. Yeah, it was 1990 here. 95. Let's see. The only stuff so far are year dates. Security room. 025241. Okay, back to the mansion we go. Okay. Glad I started checking journals. Technically, that wasn't really a journal. That was like the private investigator's notes. Oh, no. I forgot. I need to turn. There we go. This is the way to the mansion, not the other. The other gets out of town. I don't want to do that. Back to the security room. It's the problem playing a week apart each time is I do forget some of these things. Not a huge deal. I just review the details, but here. Wait. Was the security room upstairs or downstairs? Let me see. Upstairs. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Okay, it was, what was it? 025241. 025241. Key to the nanny's room. Key to Trisha's room. Key to the tea room. A lot of keys. Very nice. Okay. Bernard Hopkins. Oh, this would have told me his address if I would have remembered the reverse. That's okay. We worked it out anyway. Oh, 1 second. I have an invader. 1 second. Where did I put my... This over here. Just do it this way, maybe. We moved on. I had some flying beetle entered my place. Unfortunately, my apartment is near a tree that's infested with these beetles. So I get these beetles come into my apartment every so often. It's kind of annoying, but all right, whatever. He'll end up dying. They don't live very long in here. They actually I find dead beetles all the time, so they have very short lifespans in my apartment apparently. I'm not complaining about that. Okay. So regular employee, butler, staff and house management. Okay. Derek Tyler. So he's at 43 Silver Lake Boulevard. Oh, he was. Yeah, also Silver Lake. Okay, so Derek Tyler, maybe. Oh, yeah, no. We already know that. We already got into Wanda's place. So I actually already knew this address. Never mind. That's Wanda. Andrew Reed is 7 Black Pine Road. That we already did that. That's the burned place. Dorothy Patterson, 40, and we can't get in there currently. Mary Martinez still waiting for photo. She's at 10 Town Center. Interesting. Okay. We got all of her notes from here, but I don't know if we've actually been at her place. So that's one. So 10 Town Center. Okay. Yeah. Not viewing the tape. Yet another one's out of busy signal. Security desk logbook. Okay, let's read this. March 18th, 1994. Someone ran through the garden last night. A man about 5'5", wearing a hooded sweater, climbed the fence wall into the garden. He proceeded to run to the backyard and jumped over the back wall. So 5'5", that's about like 1.6, 1.7 meters, something like that. March 25th, 1994. A new stack of VHS tapes have arrived. Please use the new tapes instead of recording over existing ones. April 6th. I came across a note by Magdalene Roberts stuck between one of the old logbooks. It was requesting the search of a missing security tape dated June 28th, 1975. It seems the tape was never found. May 28th, 1994. We have a new security guard coming in today. His name is Samuel Green. Tom Parker will be his mentor to get him up to speed. July 4th. Andrew came to the mansion at around 11 p.m. He was very drunk. Scott was called. He arrived at around 11:15 p.m. and brought Andrew home. August 12th. Today marks Tom Parker's 20th year since he started work at the mansion. He'll be retiring from his position next month to take care of his ailing wife. November 2nd. There's a strange tale going around Painscreek recently. Stephanie, a 6-year-old girl, got lost during Halloween. Apparently, she followed some fireflies in the woods and could not get back home. Her parents called the sheriff. They conducted a search but could not find her. 2 hours later, Stephanie got home safe and sound. When asked how she found her way back, Stephanie said a young lady found her crying and brought her back. She didn't know the lady's name, but remembered her being pretty and having long black hair. She was wearing a black dress, similar to what the mansion maids wear at work. The strange thing is, when I asked all around, all the maids said they were working that evening. Bro. The ghost led the girl back. Damn, bro. Okay. We're getting creepy. Okay. So I can't look at any of these videotapes, though. Probably means that they're not significant. They wouldn't have significant information on them. So, okay. Okay, so we have keys for Damn it. I don't remember which one's Ghost Witch. Hang on. We have tea room, Trish's room, and nanny room, though. So I guess I could just try them. Cross from security. Dorothy. So that's not going to be one. Trish's room's over here. Don't know about the nanny room. And then the other is the tea room. So I guess we'll go here to the tea room first and then Trish's room. And then I don't know where the nanny room is. We'll figure that out, I guess. Here. It's a tea room. I don't remember which one's which, so we'll see. Okay. So it's the last one. Dustpan. For a second I thought it was a picture face down, but it's just a dustpan. February 17th, 1993, Nelson and Brown investigation. Investigation on Painscreek Community Hospital donation funds. Dear Mrs. Vivian Roberts, our latest investigation shows that Dr. Henry Johnson has been embezzling funds from the Roberts Relief Foundation. See, now I'm not saying Vivian or anybody in the Roberts family did it, but this is motive for killing Johnson, right? So I'm just saying, I don't think it was an accident that he was found for, like, you know, what was it, 15 days or something underwater in his car. He's sending a portioned amount to an offshore private account under the name of Jefferson Investments, LLC. Every 5th of the month, an exact amount of $9,990 is being transferred, supposedly for the payment of medical supplies and equipment. However, neither the equipment nor the medical supplies could be accounted for. This has been going on for the past 16 months. As of now, the total amount embezzled nears $160,000. Of all the scumbag things you could have done. A foundation to help people, and you're embezzling all the money. Bunch of hate mail stored in here. I see that was what Mary Martinez was referring to. She's obsessed. Keeps the hate mail. Keeps the hate mail. Keeps the hate mail. I don't have the other key, so that is not going to be something we can unlock currently. Let's see if there's another key somewhere to find. Maybe this one. Could be. This one. Let's try this one before we read the journal. Okay. So it's not the new key. It goes to something else, I guess. Vivian Roberts' diary. From the horse's mouth. I'm not saying she's a horse. I'm just saying the expression. Friday, April 28th, 1972. Charles is running for election. I talked to Wilson and Edwards, and they have both agreed to support us. I don't think they are doing this to solely gain business benefits. Rather, they believe in Charles. Their support will help boost morale for our party. Friday, June 30th. It's our anniversary today. Charles invited me to my favorite restaurant. It was a complete surprise, and I was so happy. I thought he might have forgotten. After dinner, we spent the rest of the evening walking along the beach. We talked as if we were teenagers in love. I could not remember the last time I felt this carefree. Wednesday, August 9th. Magdalene is coming. What should I do? She's always asking when we'll be having kids. I don't think I'm ready yet. Not when I'm still recovering from the miscarriage. October 13th. Edwards called today and tried to push me in favor of the business agreement that we discussed months ago. I rejected his request since it will breach the trust agreement between our companies. I didn't expect him to threaten me by backing out from supporting Charles. If that'll happen, so be it. I'd rather lose his support than to make deals with people with no integrity. Yeah. I think I would do the same thing. You're to be dishonest and crap. I don't want to do business with you. Not open those. Okay, so we saw this one drawer here we cannot open. We have that mysterious key goes to something in some room, but I don't know where. Don't know what room or anything. Okay, and then proceeding over here is Trisha's room. Whichever of the first two keys it is. This one? There we go. The last one goes to the nanny's room. Birdcage, did she keep birds? Oh, this is one of those. Yeah, there's the key here that unlocks both of those drawers. I do have that. I don't know that'd be from the tea room, but maybe. No. Okay. Ah, this might use that other key. Nope. It does not. Okay. Ah, cabin key. Oh, I can get into the cabin in the woods. Nice. All right, this is gonna be her diary, of course. November 13th, 1988. Scott's a strange kid. Very quiet. I don't think it's right for the other boys to bully him and call him names. I wonder why Scott's parents didn't want him. January 6th, 1989. Yeah, that's still when they're like, I think, in grade school or maybe early junior high. I don't like after-school programs, especially ballet. It's difficult and boring, and I hate proper etiquette. What's wrong with being myself? I don't need to be like Mom. Oh, we have a study room code also. Nice. Okay, August 3rd. I haven't seen Dad for a while. I wonder when he'll be back. Every time I enter the study room, I can smell his tobacco smell. It's the perfect reminder that he's gone for so long. I miss Dad. Mom's always working. She's so busy with other people that she has no time for me. Sometimes I wonder if Mom loves me. Maybe I should call Dorothy Mother instead. Damn, bro. That's harsh. Okay, so we got from Trisha's diary, we got the security room code. Okay, that's good. Or not the security room code, the study room code, I should say. Neither of those open. That's blocked off. Her little bathroom, I guess. We're not getting in there. Must not be really anything much to find in there or whatever. What's this say now? Trisha requested that all her books be brought to a room in the hospital. Did we... I don't remember if we got into her room at the hospital. If so, if we got her books that were there. We might have to return to the hospital at some point. But let's not do that now. Whoops. Okay. So we have now the nanny room and also the study room. Balcony exercise. Okay, so nanny room and study room are probably both downstairs. Let's go down this way, actually. I think. That's a key code. This might be the study room, though. It is a number. Let me see. What's the journal say? I want Vivian. No, not Vivian. Trisha. I mean, Vivian's the mom, I know. 44871. Let's try that. That's the one. Okay. Something on the back here. Was it? Oh, more map. Nice. This is the first floor map. So now we have, okay, where's the nanny's room? Doesn't say any of these, huh? Dining, wine cellar, laundry room, garage, master bedroom, gallery, bathroom. I don't see the nanny room here anywhere. Huh. Second floor, tea room, security, Dorothy. Oh, Dorothy might be the nanny, though. Dorothy might actually be the nanny. Because they're saying that she... maybe Trisha should call Dorothy mom now when she was like a little girl. So maybe that's actually the nanny. Okay, we'll look at that next. What is this? Nothing, I guess. I thought it might be a button or a lever or something to push, but it's nothing. Doesn't even act like I can analyze it. Okay, it's fine. There's this too, yeah. But again, nothing, I guess. Place item? Oh! Interesting. So we want medical and health. A medical and health volume, and then we place it in there, I guess. Ah, here we go. That. There we go. Place item. Oh. This. Use. It's going to be a combination. Okay, so I'm going to need some order to do with these. Okay. I don't know what order right now, so that'll come at some point. Painscreek Community Hospital. Dear Charles Roberts, Vivian's situation is currently stabilizing. She accepted the fact that she cannot conceive anymore. However, she needs time to fully recover, and a 6-month rehabilitation is necessary. Your presence at the hospital has been noted to upset her. This only helps prolong her recovery. I'm suggesting you try and refrain from visiting your wife until she's in a better state to receive you. Your mother's desire for a boy to be an heir to your family has caused tremendous strain on her. Please consider addressing this issue with your mother. Painscreek Community Hospital regards the patient's recovery as the highest priority. Our staff will do their very best to help Vivian. I apologize for any inconvenience this may cause you. Okay. I think that's the same, right? Yeah, it's the same. So the envelope's not like a separate thing. Cigars. Okay, so we got some secret combination there too we need to do at some point. Interesting. Okay, well, I think we're going to save it here. We're going to call that for tonight. So it's cool. Still making decent progress. Haven't really had a big hang up. Had a couple things where I had to, I had to guess which house for the key just because I didn't have the other things seen yet. A couple minor things like that, but nothing huge. There's not been anything that's really been a negative. Like, it's really kind of got me stuck. Just nice steady progress. I like it. That's usually that's the type of thing I prefer, is where I feel like I'm making progress and don't just get totally stuck at one time. So, all right, Monmouth, and anybody who rated me tonight, and anybody else who maybe watched in the meantime, appreciate the support. Thanks for stopping by. I will see you guys next time. So, yeah, we'll just continue with this. So next week, the first stream will be more Simulacra if you're in the mood to watch that. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a great week. See you next time. Till then, peace.
Poor spider.
This freaking boy.
Oh, that's so sad.